My name is Leon. I'm about to embark on an epic journey. A journey powered solely by kindness.
Wow, Leon Logothetis. I hope I said that correct. He set out with just $5 and a tank of gas on a yellow motorcycle that he calls Kindness One.
Yeah, along his journey, Leon certainly giving back in big ways to Good Samaritans. He travels the world now, and those travels being documented through a series on Netflix called The Kindness Diaries. Let's welcome Leon to the show this morning. Good morning to you, sir. How are you?
I'm well, thanks for having me.
Kindness, I think we can all use a lot more of that these days, right? What got you inspired to do something like this?
So basically, I used to work as a broker in the city of London. On the outside, I had everything. On the inside, I had nothing. But no one knew because I was wearing a mask. I was very depressed, no sense of purpose, very disconnected. And I stumbled across the movie The Motorcycle Diaries, which is a romanticized version of Che Guevara traveling around South America, relying on kindness. And there was something about that movie that inspired me to quit my job and start traveling the world on kindness. I mean, that's the simple version.
That's pretty aggressive, Leon. A little aggressive, Leon.
That's the simple version, but that's what happened, basically.
Well, you know, when I think about, you said you're a broker in London. London's a really, it's like the New York to me of England. That's a competitive industry, right?
Absolutely.
And people are clawing their ways to the top, not being kind.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
For me, ultimately, in my job, it was just about making money. And that's not what I wanted my life to be. Doesn't mean that making money is not important, because it is. But what I wanted my life to be was about connecting with people and going out into the world and traveling and being inspired and hopefully inspiring others. So sitting behind that desk wasn't going to let me do that, but going out into the world was.
Okay, so for those of you who haven't seen The Kindness Diaries on Netflix, take a look. We have a clip.
When I met Tony, I had no idea how hard his life was. Can I live in your house tonight?
Unfortunately, I don't have a house. I'm homeless right now. If I did, you'd be more than welcome there.
And yet, what did he do? He offered to help.
All we have to offer you here as far as hospitality is our camp. You're welcome, you're welcome to come over there and sit around and rest or eat something if you're hungry or whatever. You never know when a stranger's going to wander in from the bus station or something, or you get stuck here and stranded and need a place to lay down. And I always keep a bare bedroll and blanket and pillow and stuff wrapped up and tucked away in plastic so it's dry and clean, because people need that.
He took me in. He gave me a place to stay, food to eat. It seems to me that sharing is extremely important to you.
It is, because it feels good to share. And you can make someone's day, you can make them feel better, you know. I mean, you don't know what a person's going through. It's better to give than receive.
Interesting. So you weren't doing that kind of stuff while you were a broker?
No. No,
it seems like, at least the series and conversations with you, that you've just been on this search, right, to try to find something that you felt like your previous profession did not give you. Have you found it?
Do you know, I have been on a search, and sometimes people say to me, what inspired you to do this? And as a kid, I felt profoundly alone. And I felt an absence of kindness. And I didn't want people to feel the same way that I felt. I wanted them to feel like they mattered. I wanted to do my best, imperfectly, but to empower them to be the best person they could be. And I find that one way you can do that is simply to be kind. It doesn't mean that, you know, I'm always kind, because I'm not. I'm a human being. I'm imperfect. But I make a commitment to be kind as often as I can, to make someone feel like they matter.
You know, when you wake up this morning to news of a massacre in Las Vegas, and then this weekend, Larry was telling me someone was injured on the campus.
Oh, we had one student that actually fell out of the building because they were high on some type of drug that they're trying to learn more information about. But I can imagine when you hear the events over the weekend, plus you hear what we've been talking about today, that you realize that your work and what you're doing really matters. I mean, it's teaching people something that, you know, we kind of overlook.
Yeah, to me, when I wake up and see all these tragedies, and specifically what happened today, it strikes me that we've lost our sense of humanity. If we were connected to our sense of humanity, we wouldn't do these type of things. And we're connected by our phones and all this type of stuff, but are we truly connected? Because if we're not connected, you know, for me to you, then we're not really connected. And the power of human connection is really profound, and I think there's a great deficit And that's why we see things like this going on, and it's just tragic.
Interesting. Well, the new season is available on Netflix when?
It'll be available next Thanksgiving, and I'm going to be
Next Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, we got to say that.
Well, you can watch it.
You can watch the first season on Netflix. We'll have him back next Thanksgiving to talk about the next season.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much, Leon. We'll be
My
right back.
pleasure.